LSU returns to Tiger Stadium Saturday morning to take on Utah State. Kickoff set for 11 o'clock. Tigers currently 25-point favorites over the Aggies. The over-under set at 70.5, according to Vegas Insider. Here's Ogeron Monday speaking about Utah State and their quarterback, Jordan Love.
Utah State's offense is a spread offense led by a very, very good quarterback in Jordan Love. One of the top quarterbacks in the country. Has thrown for over 6,000 yards and 40 TDs in his career, averaging 38 points a game. The thing that makes their offense go is the speed of the offense. Very, very fast. Faster than any team we've seen, including Missouri. So we're going to have to practice that this week. We started on a little bit last week. We're going to get better at it this week. They also do some lookovers, get to the line of scrimmage, see what you're in, check. And they're very good at it. We're expecting a very, very tough challenge from Jordan Love, Gerald Bright, running back, and Meriden at wide receiver number 80.
LSU expected starting defensive end Rashard Lawrence made his return to practice on Monday for the first time since suffering an injury in the Texas game. Ogeron also updated the status of his defensive pass rusher, K'Lavon Chaisson.
He's still a little gimpy. I mean, he's not 100% back yet. He tried to practice last week. He did a couple of things. He's going to practice again today, but he's limited. We're going to see where we can get with him this week. We definitely need him for the pass rush, and if he's healthy, we're going to play him, but I don't know if he's going to be ready.
Yeah, gimpy was the word of the day yesterday in regard to a lot of these players. I feel bad for K'Lavon, man. This season not going according to plan, and every week that you get further in and you're not playing, it makes it, I think, that much harder to find the success that he was looking for.
Schedule announcement on Monday as well. LSU's game against Florida on Saturday, October 12th will be played in prime time with a 7 o'clock kickoff. The SEC announced that on Monday. A game will be televised on ESPN. The Florida game will also serve as LSU's homecoming game and will include on-field recognition of 2019 Pro Football Hall of Fame inductee Johnny Robinson, who will also serve as LSU's SEC legend this year. We'll hear more from Coach Ed Ogeron from his presser yesterday here on Off the Bench.
I have no idea why CBS chose Alabama A&M for that 2:30 game, but I would like to thank CBS for choosing Alabama A&M for that 2:30 game, because this is the perfect game for Saturday night in Death Valley. Like, look, Utah State, throw it at 11. I am 1,000% down with that. I'm cool with that. Let's get in, get out, everybody hang out in the afternoon. But when it matters, when it gets big, the big SEC matchup, Florida, a ranked, unranked matchup under the lights. And really hasn't been a great home game yet. So I mean, the fans are going to be ready to roll.
New Orleans Saints take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this Sunday in the Superdome. Kickoff is set for 12 noon. Sean Payton was on his weekly press conference or conference call on Monday. He was talking about the defensive backfield and the guys standing out there.
I think they're in good shape. They're guys that know what we're looking for, and there's going to be certain positions that play each down. Some positions are more prone to a rotation, like the defensive line or maybe the receiver group or running back group, but those guys have been very consistent.
Talking about Von Bell and Marshawn Lattimore.
And Marshawn Lattimore, we didn't talk about it a lot yesterday. That was his best game of the season by far, shutting down Amari Cooper. Another stat that I read, Jordy, just perusing in all my newfound free time. I was looking up the career yards per game leader, right? I wanted to see like NFL history. Who's the best just on a yards per game? First off, Jim Brown has over 100 yards a game for his career. Only one on the list. Pretty wild. You know who's third on that list though at 99? Ezekiel Elliott.
Wow.
Yeah. And you just held him. And you just held him to, what was it, like 20 yards, 40 yards? Look at the exact
18 carries, 35 yards, I think.
Yeah. And he averages for his career 99 yards a game. Damn. Third all time.
That's a good stat.
Shout out Saints defense.
Pelicans, how about this is the 7th season they've been the Pelicans. 18th year they've been in New Orleans as a franchise, but a ton of excitement pulling in with them.
18 years they've been
crazy?
Dang, wow.
Yesterday, David Griffin was speaking, Drew Holiday, Zion Williamson, and Cavell Bigby Williams. Here's Big Z talking about getting his rookie season going.
It's been crazy and fun. Always on the move, but just having fun. I think when people look at what I'm doing, they'll say it's very stressful, but I'm having fun with it. Like in all these meetings, when I'm meeting my new teammates, trying to gel with them, it's a fun process. Because I'm 19, like 2 years ago, I was just a senior in high school, and now I'm sitting here. So I think about stuff like that, and it's a blessing to be here.
I mean, I got goosebumps. Could you love the kid anymore?
No.
He's just unreal. He's just unreal. Yesterday was so wholesome, everything that he says. He loves the city. He just loves basketball. My man just wants to hoop. And my man looks jacked right now, straight up. For all you Marvel fans, next time you look at Zion Williamson, just think of Thanos.
Drew Holiday, who's the centerpiece of this Pelicans young squad, was talking yesterday at Media Day.
Hopefully there's some things that I can pass along. I'm one of the older, and I'm not even that old, which is crazy. But I feel like I'm one of the older ones. So just this going into my 11th year is just having some experience. I feel like I can help.
I don't know if you get to decide whether you're that old or not, Drew.
First stage of aging is denial.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only 29.
I'm not really that old.
He really is only 29, but it's a young Pelicans team. He probably feels like he is the elder statesman of sorts.
California became the first state to require major financial reforms in college athletics on Monday after Governor Gavin Newsom signed into law a law that allows players to receive endorsement deals despite the NCAA calling the move unconstitutional. Senate Bill 206 by Senator Nancy Skinner prohibits the NCAA from barring a university from competition if its athletes are compensated for the use of their name, image, or likeness. That will begin January 1st of 2023. Coach Ed Ogeron was asked about it at the end of his press conference yesterday. The last soundbite here, he was speaking about this California law going into act.
Yeah, just got to follow the rules, whatever they tell us to do. I believe the players should get as much as they possibly can. Am I for paying the players? No, but I do if there's a system where we can give these guys what they deserve without getting salaries, maybe cost of attendance like they are today, and a little bit more. I'm all for that, but I think it's got to be governed all in the right way. But that's not for me to decide. My job is to coach football, and whatever they tell me to do, I'm gonna do.
Just from a pure PR perspective, that's a great answer. It would have been real easy to maybe go we're not talking about that route, Jordy. I think that it would have been real easy to go as aggressively against it as somebody like Dabo Sweeney and others have in the past. What he did there was pretty genius in that he appealed to the NCAA and his bosses saying, ultimately they're in charge and I trust him to govern this all. But then he also didn't ostracize the players, right? Like he didn't have a bite out there that other coaches can then say like, oh, look, man, he doesn't want you to make it what you're worth. No, he managed to play both sides of the fence very nicely in that statement. That was well crafted.